I shouldn't be making this video because let's be real here, every time I make a rant video, YouTube penalizes me and I lose traction on my channel. But honestly, I saw the news on YouTube, noticed what was really going on, and it really annoyed me. And since I've been acting like a hateful piece of these days, I feel like I should blow off a little bit of steam. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I don't know how all of this started, but I saw this meme and I thought it was gold. Nintendo Life tweeted, "A Cyberpunk Ghost Story will be haunting the Switch soon." They tweeted out the image of, I assume, are the characters in the game, and a quick glance at the image will show you that the ladies are, well, pretty endowed. Not gonna lie, I dig the chick on the right more than the chick on the left. Yeah, I like 2D girls, eat my ass. So obviously someone who is easily offended at the sight of a voluptuous woman chimed in. Shame they couldn't find an artist who's never seen a woman before. And here we go. Some chick responds with, "Sounds like you're in the same boat. This is actually me. Glad we had this talk." And she attached a picture of her chest as evidence. I have to say the evidence provided has gotten my seal of approval. I am happy with what I have seen. If you want to slide me some more evidence in my DMs, madam, I will be very happy. But jokes aside, she literally came out like Randy Orton and just RKO'd the dude. She followed this up with another tweet. The second girl is actually smaller in bust size than even me. Calling her unrealistic is kind of crappy / body shaming of you. And then there was a caption at the bottom of the meme. Chicks with big tits and an hourglass figure are a real thing. Why is that so hard for people to understand? No, because we live in a world where people get upset just because some hand-drawn chick has a bigger set of knockers than, average woman. I mean, I don't mind it. I have worked with women of different age, ethnicity groups and sizes. I have seen how big or small their knockers are. It's not a big deal, so why are people getting upset over a set of hand-drawn knockers is beyond me. Honestly, at this point, I thought it was just a meme and didn't think much of it. I moved on and tried to tackle the problems I have going on in my life right now. Then I woke up this morning and I saw Yong Ye's video on it. The moment I saw the thumbnail, I knew this has gone big. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I saw the thumbnail for the Quarterings video too. But I'm gonna be real here, that dude makes a video on just about any and everything, so I really didn't bother. But if Yong Ye picked it up, you know it's big and important. Him and Legacy Killa HD. If you don't know who these YouTubers are, check them out. So the story is, the publishers of Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story, Top Hat Studios, started getting death threats and harassment over character art. I mean, seriously, let that soak in. The publishers of the game were getting harassed over this. Top Hat Studios issued a statement and I gotta say, good on them for not backing down. Basically, they said that they will not censor the game and they respect the developer's creativity. Honestly, this is how publishers should react rather than caving into the outrage mob, because unfortunately they don't. I guess Top Hat Games realized that the people screeching over this aren't going to buy the game anyway, even if they censored it, so they might as well not censor it so people will buy the game to show the support to the developers and publishers. What really boggled my mind was how the people were labeling the art as harmful and how the images were violent. Really? This is harmful and violent. Have you ever stepped out in the real world? Do you know what is waiting for you outside right now if you walk around without a mask? Have you ever been robbed or mugged? I could make a whole list of violent and harmful things that are out there, and let me tell you, the list will not include 2 hand-drawn big titty girls. Top Hat Studios later followed with a Twitter thread that showed a collection of all the offensive messages they got. You know what? I'm gonna read some of these messages because, why not? Women's voices are being denied in the industry. Men pretending to be women are invading safe spaces for female developers. And now you gotta bring out a game like Sense to make things even harder for women. Like, can you not do this? Wow, I just want everyone to know that these are the same people who push for diversity and inclusion. You know, all that trans right movement thing? Yeah, these are the same people. Do you have any idea the harm you are causing to women? No, I don't. I don't know what kind of harm is being caused by, a picture of two women with big jugs. Please tell me. You effing minimizing, I can't even say this word. Women are suffering from the pressure of body image and you have to make this? Hey, I don't want to sound like an a-hole over here, but women are partly to blame for putting pressure on body image on other women. If you think I'm kidding, take a look at Twitch. A half-decent looking chick will be getting views and donations left, right and center, all for simply existing or dancing on stream, something which I do very poorly to impress women. I gotta say that Asian chick in cheerleader outfit is kinda hot, but okay, back on topic. But on the real though, if you're going to talk about the pressure of body image, then you gotta blame other women too. I mean, take a look at Amaranth. Her Twitter feed is literally filled with pics of herself in her undies, showing off her talent. Because that's what she's offering and she knows she can't offer anything else. So why is her taking photos of herself half naked okay, but these pixelated chicks are not okay? Basically, Top Hat Studios tweeted a compilation of all these tweets, and needless to say, these are pretty nasty comments. Just imagine receiving death threats for simply making heavily endowed women in a video game set in a cyberpunk universe where body modification is a thing. It's surprising to see that people who are protesting against this are saying some of the most transphobe, racist and offensive stuff. And that's coming from me, a person of color, and I'm supposed to believe that these people are trying to make the industry diverse and inclusive for people like myself. And I'm so glad the way Top Hat Studios handled the situation. First, they did not censor the game, because if they had, these loonies, these psychos would have won, and these a-holes don't deserve anything. These psychos wouldn't have gone out to buy the game if they had censored it, and a majority of gamers wouldn't have supported the game because of censorship. At least now gamers will buy the game just to support the developers and to stand against harassment like this. And while I'm on the topic, can I just touch upon the fact that no one, not a single soul, was bothered about the art style when the game came out on PC. But the moment the game was announced on Switch, everyone lost their marbles. If the art style was such an issue in December 2020, why did you not make a fuss about it when the game came out on PC 4 months ago? The second reason why I think this was a good move from Top Hat Studios is because it shows the hypocrisy of the gaming industry, particularly in gaming journalism sector. We all know gaming journalism is biased and likes to dunk on people who go against the narrative, because that's what journalism is nowadays, a means to control the narrative. I mean, take a look at The Last of Us Part 2. When Sony and Musso was issuing DMCA takedowns on content creators for simply talking about the leaks of the game's story, the media intentionally ignored it and refused to cover it. I've already made a video on it in the past. I will not be going through it again. Link will be in the video somewhere, I don't know, in the top right corner, I don't know, just look for it. Better yet, in The Last of Us Part 2, Laura Bailey played the role of Abby, who is responsible for killing Joel, a fan favorite. Now, a lot of people were pissed off from it, I was as well, but I respected Neil Druckmann's vision. At the end of the day, it was a story he wanted to tell, and if I don't like the hand that's being dealt, then I don't need to buy or play the game. And I didn't. I'm not going to sit over here and try to dictate what Neil and his team can and cannot create, but it will be up to me to support the product, and I didn't. Anyway, so Laura Bailey started getting death threats off from some pissed off gamers, and the news were covered widely by just about every major gaming news outlet, and for some strange and absurd reason, this incident is not being covered by any news giant. Why are they not covering this incident? Actually, there was an article by an outlet called The Gamer titled Top Hat Studios and a Cyberpunk Anime Game Sense, Anti-Censorship or Viral Marketing. Top Hat Studios has stated that it will not censor Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story, although it looks like nobody even asked in the first place. No, they just asked for cancellation of the project, called the developers Nazis, called their target demographic incels, and tried to accuse them of pushing the game to minors when the game clearly states that it's M for mature audiences or PEGI 18. Honestly, I should have just gone through the article just to show how much of a train wreck it is, but I don't have the time, and I'm gonna be real here. The video is not going to reach the masses, so I don't see why I should go above and beyond. All I can say is that the article is a pathetic attempt at making Top Hat Studios look bad. If anything, the gaming journalism looks bad because they are not covering this piece of news. I think the gaming journals are not covering it because of this one tweet here. We originally did not want to make this post as to not accidentally incite a search for these posters and cause further fights. However, as there are now industry adjacent people slandering, gaslighting us as liars, we have compiled a sampling from Twitter, Facebook and email. Huh. You don't say. Gaslighting. I personally feel that some gaming journals also sent some nasty messages demanding censorship, but now that Top Hat Studios have made some of these harassing tweets public, they are probably crapping their pants right now and don't want to touch it, just in case their names come up as someone who sent them a threatening message. I mean, just think about it. Top Hat Studios tweet about being gaslit, and lo and behold, you have an article from The Gamer. But really, Top Hat Studios just provided receipts, and apart from independent YouTubers, no one in the mainstream media is covering it. Another reason why I think the media is not covering it because it's going to make them look bad. The media has consistently pushed for diversity and inclusion in gaming, representation of trans people and people of color. Next thing you know, Top Hat comes out swinging and just shows how these left-wing lunatics are no different from the right-wing lunatics. They are equally racist and transphobe. If it was down to me, I wouldn't have censored the names. If someone is sending me death threats, then I believe the world needs to know who that person is, just in case I'm found dead in a dark alley. If that person doesn't want to be named or shamed, then they shouldn't be sending me death threats. End of. Anyways, I'm not gonna drag this out any longer. I will end this video by saying that I will support the game developers and publishers by buying this game. I would not have heard about it if it wasn't for the controversy, but I gotta say, calls for censorship and cancellation have brought me here, and I will be purchasing it just to give the easily offended crowd the middle finger. I hope the game does good business and more publishers take this route. To the person who compiles all these tweets together, you're a genius, sir or madam, because you expose the hypocrite nature of the gaming media and gaming journalism. To the developers and publishers, I wish you all good luck. As for you, the viewer, please do take a moment to check out my channel. If you like what you see, then consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment box below. Peace out people, and stay awesome.